Something happened deep inside England's training camp in Florida that almost nobody saw coming, and the details are only just beginning to surface. Shielded from cameras, locked away from the media, and completely off the public radar, England quietly dismantled Miami FC 6-0 in a behind-closed-doors friendly that insiders are already calling one of the most encouraging performances of the entire Tuchel era. No broadcast, no live stream, just 90 minutes of ruthless, focused football that sent a very clear message ahead of the World Cup. And the story starts with Ivan Toney. The striker has been carrying questions into this tournament. Form, fitness, whether he still belongs at this level. He answered every single one of them. A hat-trick, clinical, composed and completely in control. But it was one particular effort from long range, described by sources close to the camp as an absolute thunderbolt, that had everyone inside that stadium talking long after the final whistle. Yet somehow, that still wasn't the goal of the game. That honor went to someone far less expected. Rio Ngumoha, 17 years old, a Liverpool Academy product who barely registered on most England fans' radar coming into this trip. And yet here he was, picking the ball up from distance and curling it into the net with the kind of confidence that belongs on the biggest stages in world football. It stopped people in their tracks. Senior players, coaching staff, everyone. He has been that way all week. Not just in the game, in training too. Ngumoha has been one of the standout figures throughout the entire Florida camp, consistently bright, consistently dangerous, and consistently making people do double takes at just how ready he looks at such a young age. Which is exactly what makes this next part so difficult to swallow. He's going home this weekend. Tuchel has made the call and Ngumoha will return to Liverpool while the senior squad pushes forward into tournament mode. It's a tough one, but if this week has told us anything, it's that the wait for Rio Ngumoha on the international stage won't be a long one. Euro 2028 is already being whispered in certain circles, and on this form, those whispers are getting louder. The other goals on the night came from Jordan Henderson, who continues to defy anyone who wrote him off, and the increasingly impressive Ethan Nwaneri, who looks every bit like a player who belongs in this environment. England's fringe players arrived in Florida with a point to prove, and they made that point emphatically. Thomas Tuchel watched it all from the sideline, and those close to him say he left that ground with a smile he couldn't hide. England looked sharp, they looked focused, they looked like a team that genuinely believes something special is possible. And the most remarkable thing about that? The first-choice names weren't even leading the charge. This was the squad's depth talking. This was the understudies putting their hands up and demanding to be counted. Now the real work begins. The squad enjoys a team-bonding evening in Miami before boarding their flight to Kansas City on Saturday, where the intensity cranks up and tournament preparations move into a completely different gear. The warm weather work is done. The confidence is built. The message has been sent. Stay with us, because what comes out of Kansas City over the next week could completely reshape how the world sees this England team, and you are not going to want to miss a single second of it.